I can tell you, I'm not that mature.
Yeah, you just opened up the floodgates. I want you to know. Just like when you called out.
Well, don't act like they didn't know that they could do that. There's no way that didn't dawn on them.
They know that Foda's right there.
That's true. They have
just like a hook on a stick to just pull them off the stage. If
it's a big cane. It's not a hook on a stick. It's supposed to be a big cane.
Okay, but where do you get a giant cane? You know, I think it's a little bit easier to get a giant hook.
Where are you gonna get a giant hook?
At a butcher shop?
You just turned this into some real creepy, rather than
a fish
playful
store?
wooden cane.
Okay, well, that's
also,
fair.
it's not like I don't think they really sell that much butchering equipment at a butcher shop.
Yeah, but you could at least start there. I'm pretty sure it's not a button check, Toast.
No, this is real, because they just did the button check.
Yeah.
And all of these are competent characters, and they have their names in here.
Thanks, Toast.
I'm just trying to support you, Toast.
Yeah.
That's why I said it with a tone.
Game number 1, best of 5 between Addymestic and Cake versus Remmy and Phazon. No damage really on top of Cake right now. All the damage has been being put out onto Addy and the blue team.
Side going into the weapon toss. There is no spawn for Cake at this moment. He does find the unarmed side air to send Phazon really far to the right. Unfortunately, that wake up side signature did pick up Addymestic.
But I do like that off of that, he went for the active input down, less force on it.
It is actually really smart.
Yeah, less chance of taking out his teammate. Unfortunately, Addy's still going to fall.
I forgot that one can go down, so I was confused.
It's because it's rare that people will do it. Generally speaking, you'll do it on stage
to carry them off
for a bounce.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you would just like do it on near the edge and then carry them off and then shoot them down. But yeah, I was wondering why that didn't send him very far. I forgot that one goes down.
Remmy deep red. Not caught by the knockout move just yet. There's the side sig, and he's going to go for the forward toss on that one. Does not want to save Remmy. Instead, wants all that force. Recoveries from both red team members. Remmy high in the sky, but Addy does not have the movement to chase further.
Now, Cake's doing a good job with his survivability still on his first stock, but Addy's got to be careful because he is more damaged than both Phazon and Remmy.
Which is surprising considering he's the highest defense character in this game. Ground pound connects onto Cake. Cake's still living.
Are you sure he's not the highest defense character in this game?
You know, there's they just changed stats. That's what they did.
They might have.
They reskinned themselves and just completely swapped the stats up.
They're playing like Strikeout, but it's swapped stats instead of signatures. Wait, no, that's not what it's called. Yeah, that one.
Recovery takes out Addymestic. Stock advantage to the blue team. Addymestic not able to extend these Thor stocks.
Yeah, that's why Addy's got to be so careful. Even if Cake was still on his first stock here, if Addy gets knocked out, like 3 stocks to 4, doesn't seem like that big of a difference. But when it's 2 people against your 1 and you have 3 stocks, that's so rough to play against.
No stock sharing here. Side air connection onto the blue team. Both of them are in kill percent, but red team not able to find the finishing blow. In fact, they almost trying to get it on to Addymestic with how high they were in the sky.
Side air not quite enough. Maybe if he would have started off with the sidelight, that would have put a little bit more damage, so we would have gotten just a bit more variable force working on that.
Neutral light from stage will do it. Neutral light from stage almost does it.
That'll kill. Everybody on their last stock except Cake. Man, he is living a long time.
He's really extending these stocks, but unfortunately, the converse of that is Addymestic is very damaged on his final stock, and it's looking like it might be Addymestic left to the 2v1 as he doesn't hit the nair to save his teammate.
And I think if Cake would have made the attempt to save Addy, like that would have opened the floodgates, and Remmy and Phazon would have just nailed him.
Oh yeah, they would have super punished that nair. Stuck between the 2 blue team members. Even though it's 2 stocks to 2, Cake, if he gets caught, follow-ups for days. Neutral light locks him down.
Cake's down to his final stock in the 1v2. He didn't put out hardly any damage on the Phazon and Remmy. He was like maybe 2 moves.
And when he was respawning, he was blowing in his hands. I guess he was not quite warmed up enough for this set.
And now he's stuck without a weapon.
Yep. Blue team's going to completely deny. Cake's stuck on this corner. There's the spawn. Phazon already covering it. Remmy juggling him into the neutral sig. Remmy!
Their 2v2 combos, at least the finishing part of them, a little bit of struggling.
Yeah, I don't
right now going on.
They're not quite hitting the marks that they are normally used to hitting. That time right there, usually it's the one downlight into the Sair, into the neutral sig, into the neutral sig, into the recovery. But I guess because Phazon mixed it up with a double down light, Remmy just mistimed it.
Also, maybe they need a little bit of time to warm up.
True.
Because
they haven't played a set today.
Yeah, Phazon and Remmy were not playing in ones earlier. They haven't played a set today until just now. We obviously saw Addymestic and Cake earlier on the winner's side of the bracket, so they've already played a 2v2 tournament match today. This is Phazon and Remy's first set of the day, so they might just need a little bit of time, maybe wipe the sleep out of their eyes, work out a little bit of the kinks.
But here we go, game 2. Even though they're a little bit still sleepy, groggy, Remmy and Phazon were able to close out that game 1. So it just means they're going to keep on getting better as these games progress. Meanwhile, orb plays coming out from Addy and Cake. They were shoving Phazon over to the right side, almost got him off stage.
Sidelight D-light stare coming out from Phazon. I guess Cake didn't have his dodge there.
We're not seeing the stock extension from Cake that we saw in game 1. Ooh, nice neutral sig though.
We are at least seeing him knock out Phazon very early. Other than that, damage is pretty much tied across the board. Remmy has a little bit more damage on him, which isn't the best, especially because they are down 1 stock from Phazon. Yeah, Addy and Cake have taken hardly no damage.
But the neutral signature.
30 seconds, but then all of a sudden Cake's gonna die. Now Addy is the one stock tanking at this moment. He's like barely orange, which for a Thor, like he's basically fresh.
Basically white health Thor right now.
He's so fresh, like he's still in the loading screen fresh.
He's still in the last game. Ground pound connection from Cake. Sends Phazon down, but not enough to finish off the stock. But he does target swap. Addy just going in on top of that side signature and actually connects the side sig. Oh, Addy might have saved him with that recovery, actually.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Side air.
They still find the kill on a Phazon. Addy's still alive, 1.5 minutes into this game. Still unkilled.
That's that high defense Thor that we were expecting in game 1. There's the side air to finish him off.
Remmy in the red, almost on his final stock. Phazon is on his final stock. Phazon trying to run away from both members of the red team, chasing off screen. Ooh, oh no.
The follow-ups.
That little bit of team damage just all of a sudden turned into so much damage for the red team.
Capitalizing off their opponent's moves. The ground pound hits. Phazon is out of there. 4 stocks left to the 1 of Remmy.
Remmy's going to have to fight the 1v2 of his life at this moment. They are up a game, so this will just tie up the set for Addy and Cake if they take it. He's going to have to deal with so much orb.
Nice ground pound, though. The one benefit that Remmy does have with this bow play is that, I talked about this last time, is that you don't have a lot of moves that'll lock you down the way that like Sword and Neutralite will. So he has a lot of moves that are relatively safe, but as I speak, the orb connections down air into weapon toss. Addy and Cake gonna even it up 1 apiece.
Are we gonna see any swaps from Remmy?
No swaps.
Nope.
Sticking with it, Phazon and Remmy staying with the same characters as we get right on into game 3 here.
Phazon able to pick up the weapon.
Tap.
Took him a little while, but he grabbed it. There's the neutral light into the downlight side air. Now we are on Shipwreck here, which to me is going to favor Addy and Cake. Obviously, orb very good on the side. Bounce the orb off the wall with the down air. And of course, I mean, nobody will ever deny Scythe's strength on the edge.
Inarguable. At the same time, Remmy with the bow has been very precise in these offstage engagements. We saw LDZ earlier in the 1v1s able to hit some just amazing stares and dares. Remmy could easily do the same.
I think you might have more time to go for the positioning that you need to find those stairs and down airs. I don't think you have the time to necessarily do that. Definitely not on Shipwreck, because those walls are so tiny. You're not able to reset your jumps by touching the wall real quick.
Both blue team members very damaged here. Recovery will finish off Phazon. Remmy falling right behind him. Double KO for Addymestic, and the stock count goes the way of the red team. Again, Addymestic able to stock tank for his team.
Yeah, he's just all of a sudden turned that around.
He knew what he did wrong in game 1 and immediately adjusted.
And especially this map, that high kill ceiling, the blue team is probably going to have to rely on D-Light side air or a whole lot of D-Light recoveries.
That ground pound.
That recovery caught at least high enough, but it was 1 for 1 while they're behind.
Yeah, red team just maintaining this lead over Phazon and Remmy. Nice neutral light. The interrupt from Addymestic as Cake was caught in the neutral light. Cake gets sent flying by the recovery. Could get taken out soon. The tatami mat not going to connect.
If Remmy's able to manage the damage that he takes and they're able to take this stock off from Cake. Ooh, Remmy really wanted that nair. That D-Light coming out from Addy, the friendly fire onto Cake. Phazon didn't have quite the reaction. Oh no, that gravity cancel side signature, that did lead to the kill on Cake, but that put more damage onto Remmy. They can't afford that right now.
Neutral sig.
At least it was low enough for Remmy. Nair. Oh, the nair.
Right side, Phazon might fall. The side air from Cake. And Addymestic was hunting for the kill onto Phazon or Remmy, but no one from the blue team falling just yet. Recovery follow-up off the neutral light. Great follow-up from Addy, and Phazon gets taken out. Domination coming out from Addymestic.
Addy will probably lead the charge here against Phazon. You're seeing Cake come in with those neutral lights, those more defensive options. Ooh, he tried to come in time, but that side signature finished its animation, finished the damage, finished the force dump, and finished the stock.
He did have that extra stock, and Cake getting some fantastic orb damage now. Addymestic again, trying to be that forward position, just trying to be in front. Down air will do it. Addy and Cake take another one game away from continuing on.
Now, if Addy and Cake win this set, that'll guarantee them top 4.
In order to win this set, they have to win this next game.
That's true. But guaranteeing themselves top 4 is huge.
Yes.
That's something that they haven't been able to do in a LAN this competitive in a very, very long time. Basically since the World Championship that they won.
Right on into game number 4. Everybody relatively even in damage. Red team just a little bit behind. Ooh, the neutral signature connects onto both red team members.
Ooh, the recovery not quite enough to take out Addy off the top. There's the down signature. That's going to be a possibly big punish. Cake extends.
Into the neutral sig.
The timing on that.
Not that bad. You just charge the neutral signature. You can just maintain that chainsaw. But the recovery from Remmy will get the stock. Just that slight stock lead. Side sig evens it up. Remmy looking for the kill onto Addymestic. You saw him go for the immediate gravity cancel side sig.
Addy is still surviving with this. He's taken so many moves that would probably kill another character. The down or the weapon toss. Did Remmy have to burn his dodge?
Down like,
I couldn't tell.
But he does get past. Addy did have the downlight, but Cake ends up locking him down alongside Phazon with a side air while he's trying to save his teammate from Phazon. Remmy with the stock lead for his team.
And he was a little bit cautious on how he wanted to initiate. While Addy and Cake are trying to put pressure onto Phazon, he doesn't know how to go in because he's worried about dying. He wants to hold on to this stock.
Ooh. You saw how high that orb toss bounced him. That's how much damage is on him. Finally getting taken out there.
Side stick hits on Cake. The only punishment is a sidelight from Addymestic.
Addymestic disarms himself, just trying to help his teammate out with that long-range weapon toss.
Sidelight isn't able to be followed up on by Phazon. Ooh, Phazon's very red at this moment. Remy's the one doing the surviving for his team.
Cake's pretty red as well. Phazon. Oh, the neutral light gets interrupted by Remmy.
It's okay. It was a better position anyway. Even though it was team damage, it wouldn't have led to a kill. It wouldn't have even sent him that far. Cake's going to fall.
Side
and
sig.
Addy might as well if they're able to follow up. Clean up that kill. It's a down air.
4 stocks to the 2 of the red team. Cake stuck between the 2, but doesn't DI up to get caught by that down light. Recovery connection. 4 recoveries. Nice. The grab. Again, if you grab your teammate and your opponent on the same frame, it'll prioritize the opponent, and Cake took advantage of that with that down air.
Cake does have to be careful. He's red at this point. If the red team does not want to go to a game 5, they need to take this now. They need to take away Remy's second stock. Cake has to stay alive.
If anything, they should be launching Remmy off the screen and then just going for those quick 2v1s while Remy's recovering. But that is going to be the knockout. Cake cannot afford to get hit here. He is so incredibly damaged. Addy with these hammer plays.
Oh.
Phazon gets the wall touch off that recovery. Side sig into the wall will bounce him into death.
This is Addymestic in the red against an orange Phazon and a yellow Remmy. The down signature is going to send Addymestic to his death. 2-2. We're going game 5.
Game number 5. Remmy and Phazon. What they're doing, it's working. Got him here.
Yep.
Addy and Cake. Now they're thinking about the adjust. You hear the communication, not even using the inside headsets. They just want to whisper in each other's ears.
You can almost hear it on the mic.
How many drinks does Addymestic have? I swear, just a second ago, he had one of those like coconut Red Bulls.
I don't know. But he put his drink on the floor like a smart guy.
Yeah, doesn't want to risk knocking it over. And
well, no, you got to
spilling
save
everything.
for production.
Oh. That's extra.
You don't want a bunch of water bottles in
the shot.
In the shot. No. That looks terrible.
Except for that one time where they explicitly only put the shot on the water bottle.
Yeah. That's weird.
Come on, Toast.
I still don't know what that was for. Just because it was shaking?
I don't know. That's literally what I thought was Jurassic Park. Game number 5, Addymestic and Cake versus Phazon and Remmy. Like two hits have happened so far.
Oh, is Phazon going to carry one off the top?
That was high. He is lucky that the ceiling is so high on Great Hall. There's from underneath from Addymestic. Remmy barely touched right now, least damaged of everyone, and I'm pretty sure he's the lowest defense character of everyone. Side air sends Addy off.
Koji has 4, right?
Yeah, Koji has 4.
Yeah, so Phazon also has 4.
Right.
Unless one of them is doing defense stance.
Yeah. Well, so tied for lowest. Side light, side air, takes out Phazon, goes for the dare, but Remmy able to dodge through. Stock advantage to the blue team.
And Remmy's looking good.
Yeah.
He's in orange right now. Not a big deal. Especially with the high kill ceiling. The sides are deceptively close.
Passing back and forth. Phazon is the target of the red team. Remmy gets launched, and you see Addy go for the 2v1 onto Phazon. Once the nair from underneath Phazon. Trying to avoid, trying to make his way back towards his teammate. Oh, jumps into it.
Oh, man, that was a huge moment. It's now 4 stocks to 3.
Big swing for the red team.
And if Cake and Addy play this right, they won't be losing their second stock anytime soon.
They can continue this momentum. Downlight recovery sends Cake up. Side air, Cake disarmed, but he dares his way back. Remmy with these juggles, keeping this pressure. Downlight recovery, stock count evened up immediately.
Addy and Cake, the last hope for EU here at CEO 2019 in Brawlhalla. Addy's starting to take some punishment.
Addy and Cake, the current 2v2 World Championship team in Game 5 against Remmy and Phazon. Current 2v2 PR 3 and 4. Some big boy teams right now. But you see Addy not going to fall to that recovery. So much damage has been put out by the blue team.
Interrupt from Remmy.
And the blue team, they've stolen back the lead.
Yeah. They were able to put out a lot of damage onto Addy quickly. Before that, they killed Cake. But Remmy and Phazon got to be super careful. Phazon's going to have one of the lowest defenses in this entire game. He's on his final stock. He's the most damaged on his final stock.
Downlight went for the recovery follow-up. Addy going high, Addy going low as Cake goes high to try to rotate around towards Phazon. Double recovery, and Cake is gone. It's all left to Addy. He gets caught, catches the teammate. Fortunately, less force on your teammate.
That's actually super fortunate, because then it would have been Addy and Remmy in the 1v1. Addy's not super damaged on this final stock, and he could take out Remmy's second stock.
Down air.
Phazon's done. It's a 1v1. Someone in the crowd said Addy took out Remmy in ones.
But did he do it with this Thor? Did he do it when he was behind an entire stock on Remy? Sidelights there.
That's going to be it.
All right. Addy cannot afford to take too much damage here.
Yeah, he super can, especially if Remmy gets a bow. It's a sword, but if Remmy chooses to go for the bow and focus on that, he has D-Light recovery that he can hit so consistently. Of course, he has D-Light recovery here.
That's going to disarm.
Or he may just go for the side. Try to pick up the neutral light. Oh, Addy.
So close.
Stuck without a weapon for so long.
Where's the spawn? It's all the way on the left side.
Oh, he backs up as Remmy fast falls down with the dare.
Oh, misses the downlight. Side air from Addymestic. Dashes away. Gravity cancel, side light, side air.
Remmy's orange.
Damage. Chasing after Remmy. There's a weapon spawn. Oh, the side air will do it. Remmy closes out game number 5.
That's going to be Addy and Cake finishing in 5th place here at CEO 2019. What a solid placement from them after sort of a rough start to the year. Both playing